Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is part 2 of Doyen, Miruko ex-male listener. Enjoy. Halt, she thought as she stared you back down. Is he going to challenge me on this one? With all due respect to you, honey, we're not engaging in this one. You seethed, your words holding an almost growl to them as your husky bite came to the foreground. Miruko, being the tiger bunny she was, squared up to you. Tell me why, she challenged, staring you dead in the eye and daring you to reply. There was obviously something here that didn't sit well with you, that she didn't know about, and she wanted in. She wanted to know what had you so shook up. What did it matter about the bad guys being all husky or not husky? You're not doing it, you growled, your nose crinkling a bit as you snarled along with your words to hold weight to them. I will pay double of what we were going to pay, the man suddenly blurted out, standing up at his desk. Save your money, you snapped at him, and Miruko could see the whites of your eyes now. You were not happy. Come with me, she snapped at you, tapping one foot firmly against the floor a few times and crossing her arms across her chest before turning and marching to the door. You let a firm snort of air from your nose and followed her out, definitely a walk that said that you were mad. What's got you like this? She asked firmly once you were outside the door. You never back down from a job. Yeah? Well, this one I will, and you will too. We're not doing it and that's final, you said, short and sharp and to the point. You weren't in the mood for mucking around. She smirked at you. So you're not going to tell me, huh? She said teasingly. Well, I have it all figured out anyway. Your face softened a little into fear. Did she really know what was going on? It's an all-husky team, right? People you know? She quizzed. And don't try and lie to me. You bit down on your jaw, letting another sharp exhale from your nose. So it is, she mused with one eyebrow raised. Brothers? Cousins. Older cousins, you finally said, dropping your head and looking off to the side. So what? She snorted. They're bad, you're good. Doesn't matter who they are, you take them down, family or no family. That's not the problem here, you snapped. If it were that simple, we wouldn't be standing out here in the hall talking about it. Then what is the problem? She asked, no room for emotion in her direct questions. It's... you wouldn't understand, okay? We're not doing this. You're right, I don't understand, because you've told me nothing, she stated. We're not going anywhere until you tell me. It's complicated, you snapped, hackles standing up on the back of your neck again. Tell me, she said firmly. No, you barked, your bark echoing around the hall. The echo of it faded away as you and her stared each other down. Then I'm doing it alone, she said firmly, and turned to walk around you. You grabbed her arm to stop her and she lashed out, grabbing your hand and wrenching it off her. Don't touch me until you're ready to talk, she seethed, turning immediately and heading back to the door and entering. You took a second to think and then chased her. I'm doing it, she announced as she burst back into the room. She's not doing it alone, you said begrudgingly. But in the contract, there needs to be a clause. You have your men as backup, and if anything happens, and I mean anything, you'll turn the guns on me, you take me and the others out, and you make sure that not a hair on her head is harmed. Do you understand me? Miruko's head had snapped towards you when you said that part about being taken out, and she stared at you. What on earth was going on? The man was also shocked by your comment, but agreed to your conditions and got to writing it in without any question, and in another hour the deal had been made and you and Miruko were allowed to go, with the following planned meeting scheduled for the next day. Are you going to explain yourself? Miruko asked you once you and her were in the lift together afterwards, heading down to the bottom floor. Nope, you said sternly, pushing your hands deeper into your pockets. You're going to tell me, she said firmly, striding out first once the lift had hit the bottom floor and the doors had opened. You sighed as she walked ahead of you. What were you going to do about this tiger bunny of yours? Miruko had never been the type to want to get an apartment together, so you and her lived separately still, but basically had a wardrobe at each other's place, for such times as when you would stay over, like now as you found yourself cornered in her bedroom. Spill, Doyen, she snapped, or I'll kick it out of you. Why are you like this? You replied shortly to her. If I tell you that I don't want to tell you, why do you push even harder? There are some things that are better left unsaid. I'm like this because although you're a pain in the ass, I love you and I want you to be as strong as possible. If there's something making you weak, then it has to be dealt with, she stated, and you sighed aggressively. Okay, fine. Do you know anything about pack order or hierarchy? You asked her. No, she said. Okay. Basically, there's a rank of strongest to weakest, and everyone falls in a line. Those who are weaker must bow to those who are stronger, you said, gritting your teeth as you said it. And you're saying you're weaker than them, and that's why you can't take them on? She asked you. No, it's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that those who are weaker must obey those who are stronger. I'm stronger than most of them in that pack. You said. Then what's the problem? She asked impatiently. Not stronger than their alpha, you said. Then take him on and crush him and become the alpha, she said. Listen, it's not that simple, you sighed aggressively. It's partly him, it's partly his quirk. Whoever is weaker than him, he can control them, make them do his bidding, you said. And he's not a good person. We just have to go in there, smash him, beat him, and the job's done, she said firmly. Rumi, it's not that simple, you snapped. He will control me. He will make me hurt you. He will make me kill you. I'm not strong enough to go in there against him, and to watch you die by my hands would break me. I cannot do that. For once in her life, Miruko, shut up. You were serious about this. You feared this. She could see it written all over your face. Emotions on show, you walked towards her and grabbed her in a hug, like she was going to disappear right there and then. I can't lose you. We can't do this. If he controls me, the team will kill me and kill all of the others to save you. That's how we're doing this if you go ahead, you said, your whole body shaking with adrenaline. You are stronger than him and his quirk, she said from within your arms. Don't let this define you. It's Kevin again, dropping in to say hello to everybody listening. There ends the second part of Doyen. Stay tuned for the third part coming next week.